All right. Thank you all for joining tonight. Really appreciate you taking the time out of a busy day to join us and learn more about our undergraduate programs at the Tulane School of Professional Advancement. My name is Ann Conlon. I work in admissions and recruitment at Tulane SoPA, as we like to call it, the School of Professional Advancement. I've been with SoPA for 5 years, and I'm really excited to share a bit more about us, our programs, and look forward to getting to know you as a student in the future. So just a little background about the School of Professional Advancement. So we are one of the 10 schools that make up Tulane University. We have a rather long history within Tulane. We are one of the oldest schools at Tulane, and we were first created for teachers to get educated in Louisiana and New Orleans. And since then, we've grown into a very innovative and diverse school. We have both undergraduate and graduate programs. Our undergraduate programs, many of our students are working adults, working full-time, balancing a lot of different responsibilities. So we stand out in Tulane in being very flexible and forward thinking. We are based in New Orleans on our Uptown campus. Here are some photos of the campus. That brick building there, that's Richardson Building. That's where SoPA's offices are located, our academic advising. You can also see that mural below, Where You Belong. That's some of our graphic design, digital design students made that mural. And that's a lounge, a lounge for students to come in, study, relax, get a cup of coffee. We're right off St. Charles Avenue. There's the streetcar there. And not only, so our undergraduate programs, we have in-person options and online options. But this gives you a sense of our campus, and you are always welcome to visit. So we are, Tulane programs, Tulane faculty, and a Tulane degree. So here's an example of what your diploma would look like when you get that degree with us. So Tulane University, School of Professional Advancement, and you being here tonight is just the beginning of the process. And the ultimate goal is to get you graduated. So think about that. And tonight we will discuss our programs and faculty, the learning experience at SoPA, our student support and success, and then tuition, affordability, and flexibility. We'll also cover the admissions process and application deadlines and all that. I also, please feel free to use the chat. You can put questions in there. I may answer those questions as they come in, or we'll wait till the end of the presentation. This presentation, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes, but please feel free to ask questions in the chat. Our faculty at Tulane SoPA, they're incredible. And they are definitely the highlight of our school, because our faculty, they haven't only been in the university setting. Most of our faculty members, they work full-time in the field that they teach. For example, Amanda Fennell here, we love this quote from her. She says, so Amanda Fennell is a professor in our information technology and cybersecurity program. So she says, as a cybersecurity leader, I feel it is vital to prepare our professionals through practical experience, which is why I incorporate my day job into my classes at night. And Amanda Fennell, she is the CSO and CIO at Relativity, a technology organization. So you'll be learning from experts. It's not just going to be theoretical, and learning from experts as well. We're very career focused, so we understand that you pursuing education, it's with the goal in mind of propelling yourself forward in a new career, or furthering yourself in your current direction. Right, so here is an overview of all of our undergraduate programs. So as you can see, we have bachelor's degrees. Those are listed in the black. Professional certificates are in blue. So professional certificates, those are rather short certificates, but it's not a degree. A post-baccalaureate certificate, post-baccalaureate, we call them post-bac. These are certificate that you can do if you already have a bachelor's degree. So our main areas of study, we have our business and leadership studies program. We have a bachelor's of arts in human resources, a bachelor of science in organizational behavior and management studies, and then a number of professional certificates in that area. Our emergency and security studies program, we have a bachelor in homeland security studies, general legal studies. We have a general legal studies bachelor's degree, and also a post-baccalaureate degree. A lot of time, folks that do post-baccalaureate, they're maybe looking to do a career change or get a new skill through the certificate program. In humanities and social sciences, we have a bachelor's in humanities, bachelor in social sciences. We also have the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Our kinesiology program, we have two bachelor's degrees. We have the Bachelor of Science in Exercise Science and a Bachelor of Arts in Health and Wellness. Our media and design program, we have bachelor's degrees in digital design, digital media and marketing communications, public relations, and a number of professional certificates and post-baccalaureate certificates in graphic design and interactive design. All of the bachelor's degrees that we offer, I would also like to mention that we offer accelerated master's programs for each of these bachelor's degrees. What that means is, within in the last couple semesters, when you're completing your bachelor's degree with us, you would actually take 1 or 2 graduate level classes to get started on a master's degree. And within about a year or so of graduating with your bachelor's degree, you could earn your master's degree with us. So that is the overview of our undergraduate programs. All right, and the learning experience at SoPA. As I was mentioning earlier, for undergraduate programs, we have both in-person and online classes. So if you are not local and want to be online, briefly return to the previous slide. Yes, and I can just talk about our program or our learning experience at SoPA. So whatever works for you. As I said, we're very flexible. Many of our students, they're working, they have responsibilities. So even local students, sometimes an online option to take their classes online works better. But if you want that in-person, on campus, taking classes at the Uptown campus, that is an option as well. Okay, thank you, Clarissa. So really, we try to work with every type of student learning style. And our online classes, we've been doing online for a long time, long before COVID. And we have a whole team of online curriculum designers. So you won't just be flipping through a PowerPoint if you take an online class with us. Here are some examples, like here's an example in one of our emergency management classes in the Homeland Emergency and Security Studies program. Students actually, the professor designed it so there's this metaverse, and students go in this metaverse and they simulate emergency situations. So it's very interactive. Also, for example, many of our classes, we might do lectures on a podcast. So when you're on your way to work, if you're on the bus or driving to work or making dinner, you can listen to some of your courses and be on your way. All right. Is hybrid online? Oh, yes, Paloma. Yes, as I've been saying, so we are hybrid. I mean, we are both online and in person. So it's really to each individual student what you want. But if you are more interested in online, that is absolutely an option for you. All right, and so our student support and success. We have an incredible team who support our students. We have, once you become a student with us, you are assigned an academic advisor. So they will be with you every step of the way as a student here. They'll map out, the classes with you and come up with a plan. Also, our faculty and our program directors for each of the academic programs, they are also they're an amazing resource, not only for your schoolwork, but also professionally and getting those professional connections in the field that you're interested in working. You also are part of the Tulane community, and you'll be an alumni of Tulane, which opens many doors. We also have an incredible career advisor at SoPA. Her name is Susan De La Jose, and she has informational webinars, giving career advice. She meets with students to do mock interviews. She'll help you with your resume, LinkedIn. And also we have a job board where she posts jobs and internships available, and our faculty posts opportunities like that as well. So, and as one of our student alums, Emma, she says, my professors at Tulane SoPA were genuinely invested in my success. Smaller classes allowed me to build connections with the coolest and most creative people who are always willing to help. All right. So we also pride ourselves in being very transfer friendly. So if you are coming in with any college credit, we would receive your transcripts and evaluate them to translate, how they would transfer into Tulane SoPA. And the maximum amount of credit that you can transfer in is 60 credit hours. So if you earn 60 credit hours elsewhere, we would take those all in. And then you would earn your remaining 60 credits with us, and you would then receive the degree from Tulane University School of Professional Advancement. So this kind of gives you an idea of what the out-of-pocket cost would be to complete the 60 remaining credits with us. We also have a transfer student scholarship of $1,500. All right, and we also have a great program called Credit for Prior Learning. So many of our students are coming in with years of work experience or military experience, and we have a coordinator who you would meet with them and sort of make a plan of how your real life work experience could translate to academic credit. So, for example, if you've been writing grants in your job for years, we have a grant writing class. So you would just create a portfolio, sort of mapping out how you have already acquired those skills through your real life experience, and that would fast track you to get credit for that. So you would get credit for doing that. So that saves you time and money. And that's a really good opportunity if that's something you think you would qualify for. All right, and here is our tuition. And so our tuition, this is per course. So courses are 3 credit hours. So for one single course with us is $1,926. Yeah, classes are 3 credits each. Some courses are 4 credit hours. That's rare, but that is a possibility. We encourage students to do the FAFSA. Once you become a student with us, you are assigned a financial aid advisor through Tulane's Office of Financial Aid, so they can work with you on all of that. Also, that credit for prior learning, that's also a savings. We have that transfer student scholarship of $1,500. We also have a $200 undergraduate early enrollment scholarship, which I will talk to you a bit about later when we go over the application deadlines. Also, if you are a Phi Theta Kappa member, we have a $3,000 PTK GAP scholarship. We also offer 20% tuition discount for active duty military and veterans, alumni of Tulane, minority serving institutions and HBCUs, active and retired public safety personnel, Phi Theta Kappa members, K through 12 instructional staff, New Orleans area public employees, and adults over the age of 16. All right, and we encourage you to apply now. We have rolling admission, so you can, and our application is pretty straightforward. For all of you who have joined tonight, as a thank you to you for taking time out of your day to be here, we are going to waive your application fee. So typically the application fee is $40 for the undergraduate application. All of you today, I'm recording the attendance, so I will be, there's no code or anything you need to do. I will just, on my end, make sure that application fee is waived for you. I'm going to put my email in the chat. If anybody has already paid that application fee, please send me an email. I can refund that, or if you have run into any issues. All right, and then so the application, you'll just need to upload a government issued ID like a driver's license or state ID, passport. And then also you will need to have the transcripts from any college institution, or if you've attended college level before, we would need that. If this is your first time, we need your high school transcript, and those are typically just sent electronically these days. So it's a pretty straightforward application. All right, and then here are our application deadlines. So I mentioned earlier, we have an early enrollment scholarship. So this is an incentive for you to apply and register for classes early. For those of you looking to start in spring of 2025, our application deadline is January 1st, 2025. So there is time. However, if you want to take advantage of this early enrollment scholarship, we encourage you apply now, because if you apply now and are accepted and registered for classes for spring by December 1st, you will get that $200 off your first semester. If you're looking ahead to summer 2025, the application deadline is May 1st, and the early enrollment scholarship deadline is April 25th. If you're looking ahead to fall 2025, that application deadline is August 1st, and the early enrollment scholarship is June 1st. All right, and I just saw I have a question. graduating near the end of 2025. When is the registration for the 2026 year? I don't believe we have our 2026 application open just yet. It would be open probably in January or soon. What is the timeline after application to be informed if you have been accepted? Clarissa, we try to evaluate applications as quickly as we can. It's hard to give an exact timeline or time frame, but within, really as quickly as possible. We have our admissions counselor reviews the application, and then the program directors, they do the final review of applications. So I'll look into your account, Clarissa. I'm not sure when you're applying, and I don't know where your application is in the process, but I will say we work as hard as we can to make it go quickly and give you an answer. All right, and then thank you for joining us today. I'll put my email in the chat again. On this screen is my boss, the Assistant Dean of Admissions, Sheila Gold. Her email is on here as well, and she's always happy to talk to students. All right, and I'll open the floor up for some questions. If you don't have questions right now, please feel free to email me. Tomorrow, you will be receiving an email with a link to this recording of the webinar tonight. And I will also get your application fees waived in the system. All right, well, if there aren't any questions, I thank you again for joining tonight and wish you well, and we look forward to welcoming you admissions process be slightly for certificate. Oh, as far as response times, I mean, no, no, and like I said, okay. Admissions process is the same for all of the programs that I discussed today. I think you're asking about how long it takes to find out if you are accepted or not. Really, I cannot give you a very direct answer on that because I need to look into what program you're interested in. But like I said, we work as hard as we can to get you that notification as soon as possible. And Bonnie, I sent an email earlier that I applied for next year. Okay, Bonnie, I'll look into that. We can change from our end. We can just change your application to next term for spring 2025. Okay, and then I'm getting a question about financial aid. Financial aid, you would contact the financial aid office at Tulane. So let me pull that up real quick, because financial aid, they're the only office that can speak to students about that. Let me pull that up for you. All right, and if there are any questions, please put them in the chat. Otherwise, you can please send me an email, which I'm going to put here again. Financial aid, Tulane. I think it's, Clarissa, I think it's just financial aid at tulane.edu. Let's see here. but they wouldn't really be able to talk to you until they receive your FAFSA. So, okay, here we go. Is it possible to double major at Tulane? Yes, absolutely. You can double major, you can have a minor. All right, well, thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you joining me tonight. And again, please feel free to reach out to me at aconlin@tulane.edu. And I hope you have a great evening. Thanks all.